Okay, so welcome back to the Late Night Spiral series. This is a question that I get asked so much. What if I never get over this? What if this person has me hooked forever? What if nobody else ever compares? What if this feeling of longing and missing this particular person never ends? And it's a really scary thought, isn't it? Because it leans into loneliness and loss and feeling isolated and sadness. The thing about what happens with us as humans whenever we experience this kind of experience is that we try to do everything to escape it. We obsess about it, we try and figure it out, we try and rationalize it, we watch videos, we try and get reassurance. All those things, what they do is they skirt you around the edges of that grief and that sadness. And instead of moving towards it, leaning into it, allowing ourselves to process it, we do everything we can to get the reassurance that this is going to end. And all that does is keep you up in your head. And what we need to do in order to move on to the next step of your life is process where you are now. And this can feel really scary if you're not used to processing your feelings and you're used to being very cognitive and up in your head and figuring things out and knowing the next logical step. Then feeling is going to feel very unusual. It's going to feel uncomfortable. But my challenge to you with this is to lean into the discomfort because it wants to be there and it wants to be felt. And I promise you, it will not last forever. The sooner you allow yourself to be with what is so, the sooner it will pass, just like clouds in the sky. You know, when there's clouds in the sky, we might not like it, but they pass, and we know they pass. And it's the same with all of these feelings and all of these thoughts. The thing that keeps them stuck there is the resistance to them being there. We want them to go away, and in doing that, we kind of tangle ourselves up in the thought processes and in those feelings. The other thing that I want to say about this that might really help you is that there's this kind of idea that you'll get over it, that it'll be gone, that it will never come into your mind again. But actually, what if this experience has shaped you in some way? What if it's made you more of who you are? What if it's given you something, an insight, a lesson, values that you can take with you to integrate into your life? What about it not being the case that you have to get over it? What if this love for this person is there to stay in a good way, like a beautiful tattoo that you love, that reminds you of a time? You know, I've always felt like when I've loved people in the past, that in some way I'll always love them. They're a tattoo on my heart that will never go away. There'll always be a connection in some way. And actually, when you think about it like this, that you're not trying to get rid of the love, that it can stay, you know, it can be there. You can love somebody from afar. You can send them loving energy for where they are in their life, even if it means they can't be with you right now. You can let people be where they are. And that reduces the resistance to the discomfort with the fact that part of you doesn't want this there because it's reminding you of loneliness, sadness, grief. But once you allow yourself to process these feelings, it becomes like the whole analogy of the scar. Like at first it really hurts, it's bleeding. When you touch it, it gets worse. And it looks like that for a while. And then it starts to scab over, and then it starts to become a scar. And so when you look at it in the future, it will be a reminder of a time, and you'll be able to tell the story from a different perspective. And this is how life goes. And so honestly, one day I promise you, this isn't going to feel like it does now. It will be an experience that has shaped you, but not something that you needed to get rid of. And I think that's one of the things that can help you reduce the resistance to just what is so. At the moment you are experiencing a painful thing. You're experiencing loss and grief. And these things take time. You know, there is a process with grief. And so if you can allow yourself to be with the fact that that's what's happening right now in your life, and it's okay. And the fact that the feelings want to be there mean that they want to be felt. So the more that you lean into them, the quicker they will process. You know, you don't want to do the whole skirting around the edges of these feelings and trying to rationalize your way out of them, because that just keeps them there. So things that you can stop doing for a time are stop obsessing, stop trying to look for the videos, the reassurance, stop talking to your friends about it, stop analysing it, stop talking to ChatGPT about it. All these things, just give yourself a break, even if you give yourself a small window to begin with, like the next 24 hours, don't do any of those things. Just allow yourself to be with what is so, okay? Because when you can be with it, you can feel it, and this connects you more to your truth, to yourself. And on the other side of it is freedom, okay? So this is a process and a practice that I do with my clients and in the groups, in the Heartbreak Healers. And there are some videos actually on my channel too, where we just sit with and be with what is so. In fact, let's do it now. Can you just tune into what you're feeling in your body about this situation? Notice any confusion. Notice any push against this feeling. And I want you to just let it be there exactly as it is, without trying to change it, without trying to figure it out, without trying to fix it. Notice if there's any contraction anywhere. Notice any uncomfortability with doing this. Let that be okay too. Can you allow whatever wants to be felt to just be felt? And then you can breathe into it. And if you need to cry, you can cry. There might be a feeling where you think, it's not going away, this isn't helping. Let that be so. Let it all be. When you're feeling, you're letting go. This is it. This is all it is. It's just acceptance. So the more you can do this, being with what is so without trying to change it, the more in acceptance of yourself you'll be. And then you'll feel in time like things actually have moved without you doing anything. We were talking about this in the Heartbreak Healers Club last night, about how life occurs without you trying to figure it out, without you knowing exactly how you're going to get to where you want to be. Life happens. You can't plan it. You can't really know ever how you're going to get from A to B, because life occurs. It comes to you. So it's not all on you to figure it out. You have to just throw yourself into surrender and trust. And you can go to sleep tonight knowing that, and feeling into the idea that there's something with you in this, something bigger than you, working for you. All you have to do is allow it. Allow yourself to be with what's so, moment by moment. If you'd like any support with this, and you'd like some support doing this practice, I'd love to help you. I've got 30% on my one-to-one coaching at the moment. You can use the discount code August30 until the end of the month. And you can also join the Heartbreak Healers Club, which is a beautiful space for healing, connection, transformation. It has been amazing so far. My favourite thing that I've ever done since I've had this YouTube channel. So if you'd like to join us there, we'd love to meet you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.